Hi everyone, we'll talk about life insurance basics today. What are the basics of life insurance? What's it designed to do? You know, Forget about all the different products out there, the IULs, the whole life, the term, the VULs. What's the product designed to do? And that is to prevent financial loss in the event of death. All right. It's getting back to old fashioned family values. It's about protecting the people that are dependent upon you, depending on your income, your livelihood to keep a roof over their head and food on the table. So when it comes to planning for life insurance, that's job number one, is allowing us to put the coverage in place that they need so they don't have a major financial loss. They don't lose their home. They don't lose ability to put food on the table. The kids can still go to college. There's a lot of different reasons why we use life insurance as a great tool for this. And it's a great opportunity for not only the agent, but also the client. The simple fact is like 75% of America is underinsured or has no insurance. Out of 1,000 people you talk to today, 2 will be gone by next year. And that compounds by with the pandemic that's going on. People are dying with it right from that. The need for insurance has never been greater. All right. So our job is to help people get the coverage they need to protect their families. And that's job number one, guys. Above anything else we do, the most important function of our job is making sure that people have protection they need to prevent those losses, because those losses are devastating. Let me ask you, if assuming you're married, right? If you or your spouse died tomorrow, what would happen to your family? How would that affect them? I know for me that, I have well over $1 million of coverage for my wife. Well over. Okay. So if something happens to me, I'm no longer bringing my income in. I need to be able to replace the income that I'm bringing in. I want to be able to pay off the home and make sure my kids go to college. Now, my kids are all grown now, so I could probably go with a little less insurance at this stage, but I'll never get rid of it because my income's always going up. So for her to be able to keep living and paying the bills and living the lifestyle that I've put her into, I want to make sure she has enough money to do that. Because if you think about it, if you have $1 million of total death benefit, and you can earn 4% on that, that's $40,000 a year replacement income, just based on interest only income. All right. I don't like the rule 10 years replacement income, 20 years replacement income. She's going to live longer than that. Right? They're going to live longer than that. So make sure they have enough income for the last them, for the rest of their life. And plus, I'm going to leave something for my kids and stuff at the end of the day. So when it comes to doing this, and we take all these different things into account for our clients and prospects, how much coverage do they really want? How much do they really need? And that's by doing a real good fact finding with them or needs analysis to look at, hey, how much income you're making. If something happened to you, how much you want to replace that? How much income do you want to replace for your spouse? Do you still want your kids to go to college if you're not here? Do you have young kids in daycare and in private schools? You need to help pay for the schools now. Medical bills, all the debts you've accumulated. What's the average cost for a funeral today? I think it was like $15,000. Cremation is about $7,000, depending on where you live. So not only do you provide for those expenses, but also the other long-term effects of you not being there. So I hope this video finds you guys well and helps gives you a little bit of understanding on why life insurance is so critical a tool in the financial plan. Without even going into some of the advanced sales opportunities for legacy planning, Roth conversions, second to die policies. There's so many different estate planning stuff. There's so many different applications for it. But remember, get back to basics. Job number one is providing coverage for the family. I hope this video finds you well. I hope it gives you a little understanding, and keep reading, go to the next set of videos, and you'll be on your way. Thank you. Make it a great day.